Hello, everybody. In this scenario of President Joe Biden running against Trump Jr., Trump's son. So, this scenario could happen. Let's say that Trump goes to jail and he decides to make his VP pick Trump Jr. So, he could very well decide to pick him as VP. And in this scenario, maybe Trump decides, okay, I'll just let my son run for president for me because I can't campaign from a jail cell or something like that. Or maybe Trump drops out due to health issues and he makes his delegates choose his son instead as the nominee. That are scenarios that Trump Jr. can be the candidate of the run against Joe Biden. So I don't think Trump Jr. would be as good as Donald Trump when it comes to campaigning to his voters. However, I still think a lot of Trump voters will stick by Trump Jr. in this election, but I definitely think he would do worse than Donald Trump in a lot of these states. So let me just continue filling these ones in, and then the safe blue states. Again, I don't think he's the same type of campaigner as Trump. Trump has a unique appeal, but let's get right into it. Starting off, Colorado, just safe blue. Virginia and New Mexico, I think these states would kind of both be likely blue in this scenario, just due to Biden's lower approval rating. He wouldn't win the same states as much as he did last time. Moving up to Maine and New Hampshire, I'd still put these as likely blue states, while Maine's second would probably be about likely Republican still. Nebraska's second probably would stay about lean blue or so. Moving to the state of Alaska, just due to ranked choice voting, I think the state would go down to an under 10% margin for Trump Jr. Iowa and Ohio, I don't think Trump Jr. would do as well as Trump would in both of these states. However, I still think he just follows a few points behind what Trump would do here. Trump would probably win Iowa and Ohio by safe Republican margin. Jr. would only be able to win at Iowa and Ohio by a likely Republican margin. Moving on to the state of Texas, that's a real state to keep an eye on because Trump Jr. would probably be a weaker candidate. I'd probably put Florida as likely Republican still, just because I think most Republicans would be able to win there by a decent margin. Texas, on the other hand, though, it's either lean Republican or likely. But, tough call here. I think it could potentially go down to lean, and I'd probably just put it as like a 4.5% Trump Jr. victory, just because I don't think he's the same campaigner as Trump. I think he's weaker in that regard, so I just put it down to lean Republican. Moving on to Nevada and Arizona, these are two states where I just see Trump Jr. not doing as well as Trump would. Trump would at least get these states down to the tilt category, even narrowly flipping Nevada against Joe Biden as of right now. Heading to Georgia and North Carolina, yeah, I still think he'd be able to win North Carolina, but by a diminished margin, while Georgia would probably still end up going to Joe Biden, but by a closely fought tilt blue margin. So going up to these four Rust Belt states, I think Biden would be able to win in Minnesota by a lean blue margin, and probably end up winning Pennsylvania by a lean blue, and same with Michigan. Wisconsin would be the closest state out of those four. I would probably put it as a tilt blue margin. But overall, Biden would pretty much beat Trump Jr. in an election. I don't think he just has the campaign style like Trump. I think he's just weaker in that regard. Just looking at videos of him, I just think Trump is just a lot better of a campaigner than Trump Jr. would probably ever be. And I don't think people would like political dynasties in America anymore. We saw the collapse with the Bushes, the Clintons. They both failed in their elections, and I don't think political dynasties even works in American politics anymore. So I kind of just think that's the reason Trump Jr. wouldn't be able to win. He's just not as good as Trump is in terms of campaigning. But other than that, this is what I think would occur. If you're new to this channel, I highly recommend subscribing. If you have any other video ideas or you just want to comment feedback down below this video, I usually always read through the comments or respond to them if I feel like the comment deserves a response or so. But yeah, let me know of any video ideas. I'm always open to doing them. Usually sometimes do your own recommendations if I feel like it would be an interesting enough of a video. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see y'all in the next one.